Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Nomad. Today I'm going to show you and put to rest once and for all what color corrector works best on Indian skin tone, people with maybe like a little bit more of an olive skin tone and like tan medium complexions. So there's a lot of different color correctors available on the market. You see these like wheels that they sell these days with like green and lavender and orange and all of this, and I know it can get kind of confusing for some people. So I'm gonna, put it to rest and figure out which color once and for all works best for people of a medium skin tone. Now, I've seen a lot of beauty gurus with Indian skin tones that are a little bit deeper than mine pick up like a red lipstick or like a red color corrector and use that under their eye before they then go on with concealer to really help balance colors. Other people with lighter skin tones pick up something with a little bit more of a peach undertone, peach and orange undertone, and honestly, those things are going to depend on exactly what your complexion is. Orange helps to balance out if you have more of a bluey under eye circle, and red's going to help if you've kind of got a deeper skin tone and the under eye circle doesn't really come up blue so much as it comes up like just a dark tone. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've picked up 2 samples of color correctors. They're both from Lancome from their, oh god, the name's escaping me now. Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? I'll put the name in the description box. They're these like little tubes, and it's their, I think it's called like the Tint Camouflage, something like this. They have like concealers in the line, and then they've also released color correctors in the line. I've picked up a light shade. So this is like more of a peachy orange, and then I've picked up more of a red orange. And I'm going to go ahead and actually use both tones, one under each eye, just to show you how color correction works and what might work better depending on a person's skin tone. So you'll be able to judge yourself what works best on me. So you need very, very little of these. Like honestly, this is probably enough to last me like a month or 2 because these come out really, really pigmented. And I'm just going to go ahead and put just a couple of drops under this eye here. And they blend out, like they take a little bit of work to blend out because they are so thick. Okay, so as you can see, peach tone there on my glorious bags that I've gotten from like not being able to sleep very well. Okay, peach. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the red orange tone here. I don't know if it's so like, it's called red orange on the packaging, but it looks a little bit more like pinky to me. So fresh brush here and give that a go. This is honestly more than you would need of these products, but I'm gonna just go the whole hog here so you can see properly how they might act under concealer. Now I know this eye is looking completely crazy because it's so much darker than my skin, the color corrector, and this one right away looks brightening. But the fact is what we're trying to do isn't just brighten and fix the eye like a concealer would. What we're trying to do is balance the color. So even though this looks dark right now, you'll be surprised to see once concealer goes on how it actually does color correct and balance. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a my regular concealer. This is one of the cream stick formulas from NARS. It's the medium dark 1 shade in Biscuit. They've stopped making these, unfortunately. They now have the Velvet Matte formula, so if this color still exists, which I believe it does, it comes in a little round pot these days. Okay, anyway, so here it goes. Now this is going to go over the red orange. I'm going to go ahead and use the same brushes I was already using for the corrector to blend it down a little bit. And then Beauty Blender time. By the way, if you're wondering, this is the Stila Beauty Blender. I really, really like theirs. Now I have a fairly dry under eye, so I did put an eye cream on first, and I'm not really going to powder because I don't find that I need it. But you can already see what that's done. It's really almost like erased what was going on under there. It looks bright, it looks cleaned up, but let me show you what happens on this side. Blend in first with that same brush. I don't know about you guys, but putting a little damp beauty blender under the eye like that feels really nice. Crazy, huh? So it has completely blended down. Now, to be perfectly honest, I switch between the two because I do have a pretty medium to kind of on the lighter end of the medium spectrum in terms of an Indian skin tone. And depending on if I get really tanned up or not, I'll like end up using the red orange color corrector. And if I'm a little bit paler, I live in Canada, so in the winter I tend to get pretty like washed out, but like I don't like look white, obviously. I just look kind of honestly like a bit grayish when I don't have sun in my skin. Like I'm from the tropics, like I need the sun. But anyway, then the peach ends up helping out a little bit better because when it's like that gray bluey undertone, it helps to kind of lift up my under eye area. So right now we're in fall weather. So in my opinion, this peachy kind of color is helping a little bit more to color correct, whereas this, it looks really natural to me. Like this looks like I have makeup on and I've done something to lift. This, I'm gonna zoom right in so you can see. This just looks like very like not makeup to me. This looks like I could have woken up and that's, you know, there's like a hint of like darkness there, but that's real human skin. We don't wake up with HD, like flawless, bright under eye. So at the end of the day, look, it's completely up to you and what suits you. I just thought I would try to show you what is the deal with all these different color correctors and how they may work on a skin tone that's in the medium shade range. And if your skin tone is similar to mine, hopefully these little like tips and tricks can help you out. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back, and then you can like do a final like judgment on which side you think worked out better. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there's the whole makeup done. Obviously concealer is there, but I did a little bit of a winged eyeliner and a bit of a neutral color palette. If you want to see how I actually did this makeup, I'm gonna make a whole video for it, so just click this link up here, and I'll also put it down in the description box so you can actually see it. But this video was about concealer, so what do you think? Can you tell which is which still? Like it's had some time to kind of like oxidize and set in. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some light so that you can really study it up close and personal. So you can see the peach, and it's like the same concealer I used under both eyes, but the one with the peach concealer just kind of looks a little bit more lifted and brightened, whereas the one with the red orange concealer, I mean, it's helped to cut through the circle, but it hasn't brightened me in the same way that the peach color corrector has. So yeah, it's really amazing the power of correctors and how they can really like lift and brighten things and like cut through discoloration. Ow, I just like bit my tongue. It's pretty amazing how color correctors can really help cut through discoloration in a way that just your concealer on its own can't. So yeah, if you have a skin tone similar to mine, my background is Indian, but even if you are like kind of like have some olive undertones to your skin, Mediterranean, Greek, Italian, that kind of thing, Middle Eastern, I find that medium skin tones can range in their undertones. Like they can be a little bit green, like that's where olive comes from, sometimes hits of gray, sometimes like little bits of like red as well, depending on how deep on the medium shade range you are. So pick your color corrector accordingly. So yeah, I hope you guys found that helpful. Leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in my next one. Ciao for now, bye.